Welcome in, everyone, once again to Titans Tube. My name is Justin. This is Jake. And returning once again, we have the entire Titans Tube family for this episode. Caleb is joining us for our Week 16 NFL picks. Caleb, how are you doing, my friend? Way out in Arizona.
So good. So good. Go Titans.
Go Titans. Titans looking good way out there, just like they do in Nashville.
They look even better out here.
Oh,
I think.
Man,
we put up 47 points this last week in Tucson, so.
True.
You know,
forecast looking good.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate it, and we can get started on these picks. But first, Jake, let us know how we did last week. I hear some rumors that you're catching me. You're starting to catch up to me in number of wins picked. So, what do the numbers look like?
Those rumors going around the halls are true. You know, Justin is having issues. He is the new 9-win team on the block now that the Titans have made it to double-digit wins. Justin has gone 9-6 3 weeks in a row. So he's the new 9-win guy.
I got to carry on the tradition.
That brings his season total to 131 wins. And unfortunately for Justin, the rumors are true. I went 12-3 last week, which puts me just 2 games back at a total of 129 wins. And then our guest, the esteemed Lance Smith, you all know him, you all love him, went 10-5 last week to come in second place, which brings the guest total up to 120 wins on the year, 9 games back from second place. So, Caleb, you got a lot of damage control to do here. I don't know how the guest spots will gain 9 games, but yeah, man, it's going to be a tight one down the stretch.
Lance picked the Jags to beat the Ravens, and he still did better than I did. That's embarrassing.
That's tough.
What up?
That's sad. All right, well,
I'm trying to go 6-9 every week.
Yes, you would. Yeah, that's good. You should shoot for that. I gotta make some smart picks, or I'm gonna give up this lead that I've had the entire season. So we'll see. We'll see how I do.
Good luck,
guys. We have football this weekend on Friday and on Saturday and on Sunday and on Monday, and we have to pick every single game for all these teams because we have no buys and there's no Thursday night game. And usually we film this video on Fridays, so we got every team to talk about here, fellas. So let's get started. On Friday afternoon, on Christmas Day, we are treated to the Minnesota Vikings. At this point, outside looking in to the playoffs because they got beat by the Bears last week at 6-8. They go to New Orleans to take on a 10-4 Saints. That did not look so hot last week. Drew Brees, man, he started to get it together a little bit by the end of that game, but ultimately, too slow of a start. But I think this could be a good bounce back game for the Saints. But you guys feeling an upset here, Caleb? What do you like here? Which team?
I think I am feeling an upset. I think I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings here. I think the Saints will be fine come playoff time, but Drew Brees got to work himself back into football playing shape. And I know the Vikings were looking hot kind of middle of the season, like maybe they could compete for a playoff spot, and now they're kind of dropping off. But I still think they got some weapons, so I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Yeah, they do. They do
Christmas.
For sure. Vikings on. It's going to be a skull Christmas in the Clayton household today. Is it going to be a skull Christmas in the Jake Shook household? Jake, who are you going with in this game?
It is going to be a who dat Christmas in the Jake Shook household. I'm not going with the upset here. If the Vikings won last week against the Bears, I might flirt with them as an upset pick this week. But as bad as, I don't want to call them bad, but as shaky as Drew Brees looked last week, I'm still going to take the Saints at home here. As Caleb likes to say, Saints in the dome.
Saints in the dome. In the dome, yes. Yeah, I agree. I think the Vikings, I think with the loss last week, I think they're going to maybe take their foot off the gas a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. The season's kind of over. They're starting to look ahead, wanting to get in some vacation early on. So I'll take the Saints. Yeah, I think, Drew Brees is trying to knock off that rust. I do like the upset pick though, Caleb. Don't get me wrong. I could see the Vikings coming out swinging. They've got a lot of talent on offense there. The Saints defense was really good and kind of having some issues lately the past couple weeks. So regardless, I'll take the Saints to get this one. They gotta try to still grab that 1 seed from the Packers because they're probably going to be facing a loss on Sunday night, guys. But we're going to get to that at the end. of the video. Okay, moving on to Saturday. Post-Christmas, all the gifts have been opened, and everyone's just trying to play with their new stuff. But if they turn on the football television screen, they would see the Bucs taking on the Lions in Detroit. Lions obviously coming off a loss last week. Matthew Stafford is hobbled. Bucs coming off a win, a much-needed win to keep pace in the NFC South and also the playoff race in general in the NFC. They are 9-5. You know, if Matthew Stafford was fully healthy, this would be a tempting pick for me because he still looked good, pretty hurt. I mean, as long as he has a clean pocket, he can still deliver some passes. That wasn't effective. Or that injury didn't affect him throwing the football at least. But I got the Bucs. They're just a more well-rounded, better team overall. They've got playoffs in their sights, and I think they take care of business in Detroit. Jake, who you got?
I'm going to take the Bucs as well here. Again, it's kind of a frisky pick here. I want to take Detroit. Frisky. I want to take Matthew Stafford as good as he looked, but I think that Bucs defense is a little better than the Titans defense, so I'm going with Tampa Bay.
All right, that's 2 for Tampa Bay.
I don't want to pick a sweep. I have to pick a sweep, though. Man, the Lions, they didn't look good. The Titans secondary just sucks. We got no pass rush, and we still turned it on them. So, yeah, the Bucs are going to handle the Lions easily. Give me the Bucs.
Okay, that's a sweep for the Bucs. Can't blame you there.
So AKA the Lions will win.
Oh, damn. Yeah. It's always the reverse sweep on this channel. It's always. We got the San Francisco 49ers, 5-9, out of the playoffs. Going to Arizona, Caleb, in your territory, taking on the Cardinals. You going to that game?
I'm not going to go to that game because it's probably too expensive for me. But I would go to see Josh Rosen play for the 49ers. Is he going to play?
Ooh, yeah. Here we go. Josh Rosen, come back. He's trying to pull at Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill was never as bad as what Josh Rosen's been so far. So that was a bad comparison. Ignore that, people. Cardinals, kind of the same story for me as last game. They're playing for something more. I do like how the 49ers compete. But, dude, they're just scraping at the bottom of the barrel for quarterbacks right now and players in general, I think. So give me the Cardinals. Caleb, what about you?
Yeah, I got to take the Cardinals here. Kyler Murray is I like Kyler Murray. He's short,
I like that.
And I like him.
You like him because he's short. Okay, I thought you were going to say he's good at football. You like how he plays quarterback, but he's short.
I like him because he's short.
Hey, Kyler Murray, I didn't see you behind that grain of rice. Boom, roasted.
Boom, roasted.
Nice. Big roasted.
Thanks.
So hard. Jake, who do you got?
It's kind of a confusing game because who's going to be the home team here with the 49ers playing in the Cardinals stadium? So I don't know who's supposed to have the home field advantage here. But regardless, I'm going to go with Arizona in this one as well. So, yeah.
All right, that's going to be a sweep. Guys, we've got a very intriguing matchup here, still on Saturday, still on this odd Saturday of football. We got the 9-5 Miami Dolphins really trying to get ahead of themselves, in my opinion, and reach the playoffs after last season where everyone thought that they were going to be tanking, but they ended up winning more games than people thought. And now all of a sudden, they're in the thick of this playoff race. But they go against the Las Vegas Raiders in Vegas, where we know our boy Marcus Mariota, I think, may start. I think Derek Carr's questionable, so a huge development there to keep an eye on. But can Marcus Mariota put the Titans in the playoffs? Because if the Raiders win, the Dolphins would be not eliminated, but they would have.
It would secure the Titans
if the Dolphins
secure the Titans playoff spot. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So Mariota could do us a solid here, but I don't know, man. Raiders just lost to the Chargers, and Dolphins are coming off a win against the Patriots. So, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough going. But I don't know. I went first last time. Jake, what's your take on this game?
I'm really banking on Marcus Mariota to start and get the win to put our Tennessee Titans in the playoffs. I know Marcus still has a soft spot for Nashville, so he's going to go out and win the game. For the Raiders, but also for the Titans. Give me Las Vegas at home here. I kind of like them.
Yeah, Las Vegas too. Yeah, Caleb, who you got? You got Vegas? Vegas
I almost wore my Marcus Mariota jersey to this filming of the episode because I still have it, my Titans Marcus jersey. But I would love a Raiders Marcus Mariota jersey. That would be sick. But I'm going with the Raiders here too. Go Marcus!
Man, yeah, we're biased over here because it's definitely my bias talking. I'm going to be rooting hard I'm going to be rooting for the Raiders anyway, even if Carr plays, because it helps the Titans. But if Mariota plays, it's overwhelmingly big-time rooting for the Raiders. Yes, I got to say it too. I do like this Dolphins team right now, but I got to roll with Marcus and the Raiders boys.
You got it's the two Hawaiian quarterbacks, right? You got to go Marcus or Tua.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big-time storyline.
Yeah. You guys putting up all these good side storylines like the Arizona location game, who's the home team, and now the two Hawaiian quarterbacks.
Mahalo.
Who was it that had a tweet that was like, I think 100% of households in Hawaii will be tuned into this game?
Yeah.
And how weird is it that these guys went to the same high school too? Like, these guys probably know each other very well, and they both happen to be great college and now NFL quarterbacks, even though Mario.
Maybe they both have soft spots for each other.
Maybe so. Maybe
it's going to be the polite game. You know, they're neither.
It's going to be the most polite football game ever.
Yeah.
Tua and Marcus as the quarterbacks.
I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, I just threw a dime pass for a touchdown.
I'm sorry. I'll let you do that as well.
Your turn.
You can have one
Your
too if
turn.
you want. Guys, let's move on to the Sunday slate of games. We got a handful of them here. We have the 4-10 Falcons, who just love giving up leads, but also specifically to Tom Brady in general, blowing a 24-7 lead to the Bucs last week. And now they have the special treat of taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead Stadium at 13-1. There's no way out. I mean, if they go up 35-0 on the Chiefs love to do that anyway. Go down by double digits and then come back and then blow a team out by double digits. Easily got the Chiefs in this game, guys. Caleb, what about you?
I mean, Matt Ryan played pretty well last week at first, but just couldn't beat Tampa Bay. I got to choose the Chiefs in this one. I can't choose the Falcons. Come on.
Got to be smart. Got to be smart with these picks here because it's getting to crunch down to the end of the game. So no more dumb picks, guys. Okay, Jake, does that mean you're going to pick Falcons, please?
No pick is a dumb pick.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs, but riddle me this. One of my friends texted me and said, if the Chiefs were spotted 10 point, or the Chiefs' opponent was spotted 10 points at the start of every game, you still think the Chiefs would win like 11 or 12, maybe even 13 games at this point? They're that good that they could be down 10 to start every game and still, reel off 12, 13 wins. So I'm
they can be down
definitely
24-0. I would give them more than 10.
Exactly.
Yeah, seriously. They
Just
did
ask
that.
Deshaun Watson about that.
Goodness.
Or Bill O'Brien. Fired his ass. He sucks. Fuck the Texans.
Jeez.
Well,
what happened to Christmas Merry cheer? And
sorry, I just started thinking about our AFC South division opponents. I hate them all.
Yeah.
Get you riled up.
Guys, the Cleveland Browns really have a crazy window ahead of them because of the reeling Steelers situation. They're just blowing it. The Browns have a chance, guys, to win this AFC North division. I think. Pittsburgh hasn't clinched it yet, have they? No. They can lose the next two, and the Browns can win out and win the division. They got a gimme game, or is it this week in the New York Jets, who just defeated the LA Rams last week? Congratulations, Jets. Anyone?
I'll give it to you. I wanted to pick the Jets'
lone
win on the year, but I didn't get to. I didn't expect them to go to LA and win.
I know that you didn't get to make your Jets pick, even though, you were saying all year. I'm going to pick them one of these weeks.
Hey, I tried to pick them like 5 weeks ago. Right? When was I last on? I picked the Jets. So I picked that win last week. I'm giving myself that. I believed in them. I believed in the Jets when no one else did. So give me an extra win for that.
You're ahead of the game. You foresaw what was to come. You should have just saved it for last week.
Right.
You're like a month and a half too early.
Yeah.
Anyway, Browns are going to win, though. Was that a fluke? The Jets can't repeat. And the Browns are just too hot right now. I don't think how they can slow down. I don't know how they can slow down this running game. And even Baker Mayfield is playing really good, too. So they're kind of rolling a little too fast for me to jump on this big-time Jets hype train right now. Because I know it's a big hype train for them. All
right, I'm going Browns.
Yeah. Sorry.
Shut up. I'm going Browns.
You can't. You're a guest.
I can tell you to be quiet, okay? Everyone's picking the Browns.
Jake, Browns?
I am also going Browns. Wouldn't you just absolutely love the Browns to sneak up, win the AFC North, and that would mean in turn probably the Titans, if they win the South, would host Pittsburgh as the first wild card game. So wouldn't you just absolutely love another shot at Pittsburgh? So give me Cleveland.
I'd love to
I
stomp
do.
on that terrible towel.
They're like a wounded deer right now. They're ripe for the taking. I would love to play them right now in the playoffs. Okay. And speaking of the Steelers, the fast falling, reeling downhill Steelers, they get to host the Indianapolis Colts. And guys, we got to be huge Steelers fans, at least for this week. This is a huge game. I don't know how you follow up a loss to the Bengals and beat the Colts the next week. The Colts are on their own winning streak right now and looking good doing it. It's going to be a real tough game. Pulling for the Steelers, but I just don't see it. I gotta think clearly and logical here and go with the Indianapolis Colts in this game. I'm sorry, guys. We got Caleb. Who you got in this game?
Well, I mean, we lost to the Bengals and then beat the Colts eventually, not back-to-back weeks. So it can happen. I'm going to go with the Steelers here because I hate the Colts. Okay. And they suck. And Phillip Rivers is the worst. So, Colts. Steelers.
Oh, Dick. Watch yourself. Jake, what's it going to be for you?
It might be my rooting interest getting in the way, but I have convinced myself that Pittsburgh, after their showing on Monday night, which is just they looked absolutely anemic in all facets of the game, how can you follow that up with another dud? I like Mike Tomlin as a coach too much. I don't see him allowing 2 games in a row like that to happen. So I like the Steelers bouncing back in this game against Indy. It's important, it could kind of solidify their AFC North title, which they want. So give me Pittsburgh at home here to bounce back after that bad game.
Interesting. All right, then two for the Steelers. I can't believe I'm the lone one picking the Colts, but
dude, you got to let your rooting interest, influence your picks. Yeah. It helps. Trust me, it helps. You're going to lose it.
I did that with the Raiders, but man, I don't know. I do think Mike Tomlin and that team is probably super pissed off and embarrassed, and they're going to have a point to prove. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's move on. We got the 7-7 Bears at the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are now in sole possession of the first overall pick. Thanks, Rams, for blowing it to the Jets. Are we about to see Trevor Lawrence in this division? I hope not. I hope they, for some reason, decide they want to beat the Bears and give the first pick back to the Jets. But I don't know. Caleb, what's it going to be?
I don't care. Let the Jags have the first overall pick, dude. The Jags suck too. They're going to suck for years. I don't care about the Jags. I'm going with the Bears.
And I'm glad you're able to take my worry and then explain why it's not important, because it is the Jags. They've had a top 5 pick for ever for 20 years, and they still haven't done anything.
Right.
In the NFL.
Remember Blake Bortles? Who was the other guy they drafted? Another quarterback.
Blaine Gabbert.
Blaine Gabbert. Yeah. God, I couldn't remember. Blaine Gabbert. He even played for the Titans in that playoff game, or that Week 17 game instead of Marcus Mariota. God. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bears.
Terrible. Okay. Jake.
Yeah, I'm not so much afraid of Trevor Lawrence yet. He kind of looks like sunshine. Remember the Titans kind of thing?
Californian. He's a Californian.
He's a surfer bro. I don't know how well he's going to do in the NFL. We'll see how it goes. Give me the Bears here on the road.
All right. Man, okay. I am going to pick the sweep. Sorry, guys. I was thinking about the Jags, thinking about maybe Minshew Magic, thinking about James Robinson.
Rooting interest.
Third leading rusher in the NFL. Got some pieces, but no. The Bears just won. They still, have playoffs a little bit in their sights. They got a lot more to play for. They're going to win this game against the Jags. And it's also the Jags, so that's why the Bears are going to win. Moving on, big-time game. We got the 5-9 Giants. It's big time because being 5-9 still means something in the NFC East. They're taking on a Ravens team who is suddenly surging and kind of finding themselves, I think. Winning a shootout against Cleveland, blowing the brakes off the Jags last week. Are they returning to their form a little bit from last year, that 14-2 team? They're kind of looking kind of dangerous. We'll see how they look against the Giants here. I'm going to take the Ravens still at home. I think they just have the better team. Lamar Jackson has been playing really well the last 2 weeks, and I think it's too much for the Giants to handle. Give me the Ravens. Jake, who you got?
Yeah, this Ravens team is definitely surging. I don't want the Titans to catch the Ravens, in that first round. Is the AFC North going to send 3 teams to the playoffs? It sure as hell looks like it right now. So give me Baltimore at home.
Man, It sucks that an 11-5 team in the AFC can miss out on the playoffs, and then we got whatever the shit show in the NFC East is going on, and one of those teams is going to make the playoffs. Like, God, get rid of the NFC East in the NFL, period. I hate all those teams, too. Pretty much I only like the Titans and the Raiders. Ooh.
Marcus. Yes.
What was the game we're picking?
Ravens.
Ravens. Give me Ravens.
Yeah.
Give me Baltimore.
Instead of picking, you can just go off on different rants that come to your mind, and then we'll just move on. You don't have to pick if you don't want to. We'll just count an L.
Give me a win for that. No, give me a win for that.
Okay. All right. So you picked Ravens?
Yeah.
All right. We got a who cares game here. We got the 3-10-1 Bengals who just upset the Steelers with Ryan Finley, taking on a Houston Texans team who's 4-10, who has a quarterback that stole a Pro Bowl selection away from Ryan Tannehill. Deshaun Watson. I mean, no disrespect, but Tannehill's is having a better year, and he's elite. Okay, I said.
I was mad Tanny didn't get one of the players of the week. The dude put up 5 touchdowns and got no love.
I thought he was.
No love. I didn't see it on the NFL app. It said Murray and someone else. I was like, dude, Tannehill put up 5 touchdowns.
Boo. I don't know. Yeah, I'll take the Texans, I guess because of Deshaun Watson, even though I just criticized him for his Pro Bowl selection. But he is a good quarterback, and, I trust their offense way more than I trust a Ryan Finley-led offense. Give me the Texans. Caleb, who you got?
Oh, man, I don't know. Toss-up. I think I'm going to go Cincy. Why not?
Sure. Okay. Caleb, Jake.
That was for you, Jake. Ohio.
I appreciate it. I'm here in Dayton. The Bengals are technically the hometown team. They got the win on Monday night against Pittsburgh. Give me the surging Cincinnati Bengals in this game. You got to love it.
They're rolling. And see, everyone's jumping on the Bengals train. Okay. All right. Hey, me and Jake, we've already gone opposite each other so far in a lot of these picks. So you might,
this could be a big week, one way or the other.
To take the lead here. Yeah. Another who cares game, but also a toss-up. 5-9 Broncos, 5-9 Chargers. Game is at Chargers at Los Angeles. Jake, I'll go right back to you. Who do you like in this game?
I'm going to go with the Chargers. I don't really have a concrete reason why, but I like them at home. Give me LA.
I'll say my reason is Broncos being beaten 48-19 by Buffalo last week, and the Chargers are coming off a win against a playoff hopeful Raiders team. So they're kind of trending in opposite directions. Yeah, I'll take the Chargers. I like their offense way better. Yeah. Caleb, what about you?
Got to go with the sweep. The Broncos look lost. They look lost on a lot of accounts right now. I like what I'm seeing from Justin Herbert. Another Oregon guy. And he played well against Marcus Mariota's Raiders. And, I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Yeah, he's played well all year. He's going to be your rookie of the year for sure. I don't even know if it's a debate, really, at this point.
I would give it to Darrington Evans, but that's just me.
Yes. He's done well. He's done way better than
He's got, one touchdown on the season? That's pretty good.
That's pretty solid.
One bobble touchdown. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
If you're backing up the king, you're probably a special player. All right. Let's move on to the 4-10 Panthers against the NFC East, leading Washington football team at 6-8. Caleb, I'll go right back to you.
I'll go Washington football team because Alex Smith is going to win comeback player of the year. Hey?
But will he be coming back from injury? Because Dwayne Haskins
started
last week.
Really? Well, I don't give a crap about these teams. Give me Washington.
Yeah, I don't even know if Alex Smith is supposed to be back for this game. Either way, I do think Washington's going to win. I do like their defense. Their front four is legit for sure. That's the best part of their team. I think that's enough to beat the Panthers. Jake,
Chase Young. Put Chase Young at quarterback. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
I mean, Dwayne Haskins is out at strip clubs, not masking up. He's got tons of distractions right now.
Same with James Harden. What's with people going to strip clubs without masks?
If you're going to a strip club during a pandemic, wear your mask.
I guess they want to eat the wings there.
Yeah.
Like Lou Williams,
the
right?
buffet is still open.
Right.
Yeah.
But give me the Washington football team. I think with a Giants loss and a football team win, that would secure the NFC East, and we can be done with that conversation altogether. So give me the football team here.
Go football team.
Really, just Just end it. Just eliminate
end the NFC
team.
East.
Yeah, seriously. Give it to the 8th seed in the AFC. That's what they should do. Have them play in the NFC playoffs.
What if they put an AFC team into the NFC playoffs because the NFC East was so bad? They're like, we're going to take the Ravens.
Yeah, it's going to be a 10-6.
It would be a better game.
Team. Yeah,
it would. Come on, Goodell.
Well, let's see if any of these two other NFC East teams can struggle themselves to a division championship. We got the 4-9-1 Eagles, who I will say is fun to watch with Jalen Hurts now at quarterback. He's playing well, much better than Carson Wentz was. At the 5-9 Dallas Cowboys, Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle. Who's gonna win this game? I'll take the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. I like what I'm seeing from him. They're competing big time. Had a great game against the Cardinals. They beat the Saints the week before. The Cardinals, it was a close loss, I guess is what I meant to say. I'll take the Eagles to take down the boys, the cows of the boys.
The boys.
Jake.
It's Christmas time. You mentioned the Red Rifle. I know it's not quite the same, but Red Ryder BB gun, Christmas Story, and that connection alone is going to have me take the Cowboys.
Some serious word association for Jake's pick. Hey, I like the strategy. We'll see if it works. Caleb, what about you?
What is Andy Dalton's name? The Red what?
Red Rifle.
Rifle?
No, not Red Rocket. That's not that.
Well, the Red Rifle is giving me a red rocket. I'm going to go with the Cowboys because they're putting up some points. So there's my word association.
Sounds good.
It's good to have you back, Caleb. Good to have you back. All right. Let's move on. Big time divisional matchup here in the NFC West. We got the 9-5 Rams coming off that loss to the Jets. Got to be able to bounce back against these 10-4 Seahawks in Seattle if they want any hopes of getting that NFC West division title. I do believe the Rams have already beaten Seattle once, so they would own the tiebreaker and would be on the fast track to winning this division. But I don't know. I think a lot of faith and confidence in this team has been shaken after a Jets loss. How can it not be after you lose to a winless 0-13 team? But the Seahawks aren't perfect either. This will be an interesting game. I think a lot of people are going to be tempted to take Seattle based off what happened last week. Jake, is that what you're going to do? I'm interested to hear your take on this one.
That is not what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the same logic I used with Pittsburgh in that Sean McVay isn't going to let a repeat performance of a loss to the winless New York Jets happen again with this Rams team. Division opponent. They've already beat them once this year. They're familiar. Give me the Rams in a bounce-back performance here. It's the week of the bounce-back teams for me.
It's the bounce-back week. Okay. I like that theme. Caleb, who's going to be for you?
I'm going to take the Rams as well. I think Sean McVay was probably already looking ahead to this game against the Seahawks when they were playing the Jets. I looked for them to respond pretty well here and get the win. And I'm still not super confident on the Seahawks this year. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, they've had some good showings, and then Russell Wilson also had some bad showings. So, I like the Rams here.
Yeah, talk about Wilson being like one of the top MVP candidates through the first half of the season. And I don't know, those interception numbers just kind of keep going up for someone to the double digits now. Don't know what's going on with him, but he's throwing a lot of touchdown passes along with it. So he's still great. I'm kind of surprised you guys both went with the Rams because that was kind of the logic I was using, that I was not going to let the Rams loss to the Jets deter me from this pick because I do have confidence in the bounce back from this team. But based on that, I'm not about to pick a sweep. Seattle's at home. It's December. I think they're going to get it together. The 12th man will not be there because of COVID restrictions, I suppose. But I've got confidence in the Seattle-led team. Russell Wilson's leadership is undeniable. Yeah, come on, guys. Yeah, Seattle's got this. I think they're going to win.
It may have been an easy game to gain.
Just, man, I could be in trouble.
I know we got Justin. We just fooled Justin into picking the Seahawks right there, so we're gonna catch up.
You guys have been conspiring behind my back before.
Yes,
we had a pre-production meeting yesterday, and we talked it over.
You're both fired, both of you. You're done.
Damn.
Okay. Let's skip ahead to Monday night, and we'll go back to that delicious Sunday night football game matchup. We got the 11-3 Bills. Guys, where were y'all in 1995, I think? Because that was the last time the Bills won the AFC East. I think I was like eating boogers or something around
I was a twinkle in my dad's eye.
Stage. Yeah.
You weren't born yet?
I was not. I'm a young.
Wait, when were you born? What? Okay.
98.
You got to say it on the internet. 98. Feels like 98 when Jake Shook was born.
Already like it's 98.
It was a good year.
It was a good year. Yeah. So, Jake, how does it feel? This is the first time in your existence you've experienced a Bills division championship. It's got to not feel like anything, probably.
Yeah, it feels nice. I cheer for these kind of hard-nosed, small market teams like Buffalo. You love seeing them wrap up the division here. I'm going to take them in this Monday night game at New England, and I'm pretty sure they'll be in pretty solid positioning with that 3 seed in the AFC playoffs. That is hinging on the Steelers falling from number 2. Buffalo's playing for that 2 seed now that I think about it. So, yeah, definitely give me the Bills now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot to play for. And they probably just want to step on the Patriots even harder just to make them feel even worse about owning everybody in this division and the NFL in general for the past 20-ish years. So, I mean, the Patriots being the Patriots is enough chip on their shoulders in itself. But, yeah, they're playing for more. So I got the Bills too. Caleb, what about you?
I got to choose the Bills as well. They're playing good. They just put it on the Broncos. It looks like they're heading in the right direction towards the playoffs, but still not going to win the Super Bowl.
No.
I got the Bills in this
play.
Yeah.
Because they play in the same division as the Titans, not the Chiefs. It's because of the Titans. And these Tennessee Titans, fellas, we can get to it. Let's talk about this game. Man, the NFL, really nailed it with this scheduling pick. Week 16, Titans at Packers, 10-4, and 11-3, a great matchup. They did not need to flex this game out because it's already a great matchup here. Titans still looking to clinch a playoff spot, and man, I feel like we have to win out, and it's going to be tough against these Packers because the Colts are also 10-4, and they got the Steelers, and then they have the Jags. So if the Titans want to win this division, we have got to come and put on our A game against Aaron Rodgers. It's going to take pass rush, which we don't have. But we have offense. But do we have enough offense? Caleb, what's your initial takeaways and thoughts going into this game at Lambeau Field?
It's Christmas. Unto us a child is born who will be a king. Let's go.
Yes.
All hail, baby Jesus. AKA Derrick Henry. I'm going with the Titans here. Another little interesting thing is Matt LaFleur, our old offensive coordinator, who no one really liked him as a Titan, even though he got the head coaching job after one season. And then Arthur Smith comes in, and we have the number 1 scoring offense in the league. We're on the historic pace. And I hope it's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a great game, but I'm looking for the Titans. I just don't think you can compete with our balanced offense right now. It's balanced AF. So give me the King, Titans, Tannehill, Kenneth Rail. Put them all in the Pro Bowl. Go to the Super Bowl. Go Titans. I'm out.
The King, a.k.a. Okay, he's not done. Okay. Dude, I'm hyped. I am also hyped. Man, I've lost my train of thought. Derrick Henry was born on Christmas, a.k.a. baby Jesus, like you said. I don't know. That's slightly sacrilegious, but hey, can Jesus run for 1,600 yards in a football season after 14 games? I don't know. That's a lot to ask for anybody. An important, interesting little tidbit that I've seen floating around social media is that the Packers are 1-2 against teams with winning records. So they haven't even played a lot of teams that are above 500 this season. And when they do, they've lost 2 out of the 3, whereas the Titans, I think, are 3-3. So the Packers still kind of have something to prove a little bit to themselves. They're definitely a good team. They're a great team. But they just haven't faced that many other teams that are also in that upper echelon with them. So they're looking at this like a big test. I did want to throw that tidbit in there. Sorry, I went in between picks to say that. But Jake, what about you? What do you like about this game?
All good. Lucky for Titans fans, I was originally scheduled to go to Lambeau Field for this Sunday night matchup, which would have been great. But the Titans are 0-2 in games that I have personally attended this year. So that's a good thing for the Titans that I will not be there. The bad thing for the Titans here is that it's going to take defense. You said it's going to take pass rush to stop this Packers offense. It's going to take defense, period, to stop this Packers offense, which the Titans don't really have much of. hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. I have Green Bay at home in this game. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know what? If
Caleb's
it
gone.
Been for,
Caleb's out. I understand. I'm not resentful for that.
you made him quit. That's the last time he's going to be on the show. Great. Look what you've done, man.
However,
hey, but
the Titans are 2-1 in games I picked against them. So
I was going to say that. Yeah. I mean, you have a good track record of picking against the Titans. So hopefully we can get that up to 3-1. Yeah. Caleb, you got to forgive Jake. I mean, he knows not what he does. He is sinning.
The best defense is a good offense. That's the Titans' strategy right now. We got the best offense in the NFL, so that's got to account for like a decent defense.
Yeah. Can we drop? We got to drop over 30 points again, minimum for sure. Let's drop 40. It's going to be tough. Yeah. 30, why not 40? Why not 50?
50.
Let's just keep climbing higher and higher.
Ooh.
It might take that. Aaron Rodgers, big time MVP candidates, but we've got, I think, a couple co-MVP candidates in Tannehill and Henry on our side. So hopefully we get a fun shootout. That's like that. Both teams are just throwing blows back to back to back for 60 minutes. That would be exciting. I just got to hope, got to pray for the best. I mean, come on. The Packers in Green Bay, dude. I actually really wanted to go to this game as well. I saw it on the schedule, and like in August, I was like looking up tickets, like, dude, this would be amazing. Because historic Lambeau Field. Yeah. But it's going to be great. Titans Packers in prime time. If I hadn't said it already, I got the Titans to win this game, move up to 11-4, and just kind of relax and enjoy the rest of the holidays, stress free. It would be nice. I do like this Packers team, though, out of the NFC when it comes down to it. I think they've been, the most consistent regardless of the competition they've played up to this point. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, fellas. What's your confidence level?
My confidence level is maybe no. You were already in frame by the time your hands should be below the screen. But this offense, like you said, can score with anybody. I hope to get a shootout. I'm worried it might come down to a Stephen Gostkowski field goal, which is a nightmare every single time. We talk about it every week. I don't know. It's tough to call. Yes, the Packers haven't played great competition. They're 1-2 against teams with winning records. It's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a good game. But I'm still just not. Aaron Rodgers is going to carve us up. I mean, Matthew Stafford with half of a rib cage dealt against us last week. So how could we expect Aaron Rodgers to not do the same?
Yeah, and he's probably slightly more mobile too. Like, even if we do get pressure on him, he's just going to roll out, and then he's so good at throwing on the run anyway. So,
guys, stop talking up the Packers. I am out of here for sure. Peace out.
All right, sorry.
Go Titans, okay? Go Titans. These guys.
It's about the Titans.
Packers.
All right. Our bad. All right. I guess with that, guys, that's going to be our picks video. Caleb, I'm sorry we ended on a sour note talking up the Packers, but we appreciate you joining us regardless.
Yes.
I hope the holidays treat you well, and the holly jolly, Merry Christmas, yada yada. Do you guys got anything else before we wrap this thing up?
Have a great football weekend. Have a great Christmas weekend. The King has returned. Thank you, Caleb.
But back from the dead, he has risen. He has risen.
That's Easter.
What are you doing?
Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you all have a great week and a great holiday weekend. And tighten up.
Tighten up.
Tighten up. As always, tighten up.